Okay, we are live. Welcome to our Football Talk channel. This is where you're going to come to get all football news, gossip, a bit of banter. I'm joined here by Bells. I'm joined here by O-Guns. You're here with Shawnee2806. And it's been a crazy start to this week. Let's talk Harry Maguire. Okay, he just had an interview just now, so we might talk about that in a second. But listen, everybody's got different points of views in terms of like, did it happen? How man's are saying, like how he's saying, is there? I'm hearing that he tried to bribe the officers bare time. Did that happen? Are the Greek government or Greek Fed trying to set him up? Like, what's going on in it? Like Bells, like, what's your point of view on this, man?
Well, it's not looking good for him. I know that much. It's not looking good for him. That word bribery.
Yeah.
That word bribery, it puts things in a different sort of space. Yeah. So it immediately makes it really serious. Yeah. Assault, especially with who he's alleged to have assaulted. Was it a police officer, I believe?
Yeah.
So yeah, once you do that in another country as well, you're basically losing already. Only thing that's on his side, he's a footballer. He's a millionaire. And he can afford the best representation. Yeah. And you better hope that they earn their money. Yeah. Whatever he's paying them, you better hope they earn their money.
Well, obviously now he's able to get a retrial. Like this is mad. This is listen. The way that this is so public, I've never seen this before. Harry Maguire, you know, like O-Guns. What's your thought and opinion on what the hell is going on there, mate?
So there's a few things. I looked into this a bit, and they said I saw some stuff about how in Greece, because the prison population is quite high and it's overcrowded, that you can pay a certain amount of money basically to not go to prison for certain crimes. So I think that's one option for him in the first place. I agree, like with Bells, that like, where when you start bribing people, you start attacking the police. That's obviously not the way to go. There's serious repercussions and stuff, things like that. But I don't know what happened, but this is just a shambles. Like, everything about it, the way it's come out, the way it's being dealt with, the things that have been said. And I think, to be honest, I've been talking to this about this with a few people about the problems that leaves Man United with. You know, everyone's talking about the captaincy and things like that. I'll be honest. First of all, I think there's been a problem at United with captains recently anyway, because it seems to have, I think De Gea might have had it.
Yeah.
For a bit, maybe, after Young, or Walker, maybe not had it, but he was one of the guys.
All of that, it was Valencia as well.
Yeah. And there's Pogba. I think Pogba had the armband a few times as well.
Yeah.
And it just feels like if they take off Maguire, who are they going to give it to next? Like who in the squad has maybe some sort of, you know?
Well, they're talking Bruno.
I'm not gonna lie, he's been a good player for me now, but I think that's a bit of a shambles, to be honest.
Yeah. In terms of leadership quality, I think they're struggling. Once you look past Maguire, of course you got De Gea there, and the thing is with Maguire, there's no time frame on when he'll be back. You can't say, oh, he'll be back October. You know what I mean? It might be a Wyclef thing, bro. Man might be gone till November for real.
But hold on a minute, like, so just bringing it back. So, are they saying he's not? Is he? Where is he now? Because I'm still not sure.
Here. I think he's back here.
Is he back?
Okay. Yeah, because he didn't supposedly didn't appear in. He wasn't in court for the actual guilty verdict.
Okay.
So I think he's back. I actually think he can play. I think he can do anything he wants to do, basically.
Okay.
But I think the issue is more, to be honest, this will just die down and get dragged through the courts and whatnot.
Yeah.
I honestly think he's lucky that there are no fans in the stadium because the banner he'd be getting from the stands, yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
my lord. Whenever he touches the ball, the banner would be mad.
I mean,
Yeah.
Southgate's taking him out of the England squad for these Nation League games. So I guess obviously he's taking some action there. Me personally, what I think about this whole incident, I think when you're like, obviously we've just heard his side of the story so far, which I can pull up in a second just so you can hear it. But like, as a captain of Manchester United, there's a certain way you need to conduct yourself in it. Like, when I mean, obviously we said there's been poor leadership in it, but if you look when it was De Gea or even Ashley Young or even Valencia in the recent times, you never really heard any like stories of anything in it. This has been captain 6-7 months, bruv. Man's punching up feds. Like,
Do you know what though?
Like,
do you know
this
what?
is mad.
The one thing I would say though is when you think about it in context though, if you look at what Gerrard did and the stuff that happened with Terry, it's not that. It's probably not that
Yeah,
bad.
it's like, very, yeah.
I mean, there's another side to it.
Both of them was bad. The Terry and Gerrard stuff was
the
bad.
thing is, that's a different kind of story, the Terry and Gerrard stuff. But usually, this is going to sound kind of crazy. Sometimes, especially in the nature of this Maguire incident, some players can become cult heroes from this, Whenever there's a story of somebody punching someone up, so people tend to like that. Do you understand? So people might be saying, yeah, it's outrageous now, but then if he does a hard tackle on someone in the next game, it will
get that nickname.
Yeah, it will work in his favor. So we have to kind of wait and see how this plays out. But
the thing is,
right, man.
It's still kind of early, isn't it? We still know very little. Do you know what I mean? In the grand scheme of things, we know very little. And he's alleged to have been defending his sister as well. So if that is the truth and he was defending his sister, I don't think the banter will be maybe as bad. Because remember, it's going to take a while for fans to, be allowed back into stadiums again. So he might get away with it. You might get away with it, but there will 100% be a few tunes.
Yeah.
Ringing around the stadiums with his name in it. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, obviously now, this weekend, we've got the Charity Shield, which marks the open into a new Premier League season. We've got the champions, the first time Premier League champions, Liverpool, after I don't even know how many years of hurt, but congratulations to them. We've got the champions, Liverpool, taking on the FA Cup winners, Arsenal. And yeah, this is the curtain opener for the new season. Going into the new season, a few teams already have started getting busy in the market. We're seeing Chelsea being very, very active, bringing in Ziyech. I can never pronounce his name. Yeah, Ziyech from Ajax. Havertz looks to be on the way. Chilwell's already signed. Signed. Timo Werner signed. So
Malang Sarr.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? I think he's going out on loan though.
We're doing business. It's fine. We're doing business.
Yeah, but Chelsea, they're getting very active, and then I don't think Liverpool have started in the market yet, strengthened yet, but I'm sure
we bought one left back.
Yeah,
the Thiago talks there though.
But the Thiago talks are there. I'm gonna get to a team in a second. Manchester United have not done no business as well. Spurs are about to pick up Doherty from Wolves.
And they did Hart and someone else, I think.
They've signed Holberg from Southampton.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah, okay. And Hart.
Yeah. As well. And then obviously Arsenal are getting busy as well. Arsenal are getting busy in the market as well.
Gabriel, isn't it?
Yeah. But there is one team who seems to be about to make a very, very, very big move in order to close the gap on Liverpool. And lads, what do you think about these Lionel Messi rumours? Manchester City.
Oof.
I don't see where he fits in.
You
I don't
think?
see where he fits in, to be honest with you. I think they need a replacement for Aguero. I think that's a more pressing issue for them, and I don't think he's that
You
person.
know what? That's true.
I don't think he's that
Do you know-
person.
Mm.
Do you know what? The thing is, obviously, he could play like the false nine for them, and Pep's done that plenty of times anyway. Maybe coming to a new country at his age, I'm not saying it'll be difficult because it's Messi, but it might not be as easy as maybe. Do you know what? To be honest, with the way their midfield works and the fact they've lost Silva, he could maybe just replace Silva to some extent. I know people have been saying about Foden maybe doing it, but maybe there. But to be honest, the money's going to be a myth.
So, like, I mean, you just made a good point, Bells, in regards to where does he fit in. Like, it's Messi, so I'm sure you're going to make him fit in. But
Make room, bro.
really, yeah, make room. But looking at it in a tactical point of view, so City tend to play three up front anyway, yeah. And like Ogun's just said, if he's playing false nine, I'm assuming it's Sterling and Mahrez either side of him.
Yeah, could be, good shout. Sterling's found his shooting boots in recent seasons, so
Why you
I'm
say
sure
that? Champions League.
Hey, you sure about that, brother? Yeah, you know.
We'll let him off that one.
Yeah.
We'll let him off. And I'm a Liverpool fan, so I should be on his case, but we'll let him off, man. He's improved. In front of goal. He used to be really erratic.
Mm.
But I think now, he's composed. He's a bit more composed. I think Sterling, you can count on him to get double figures for you now, whereas you couldn't before. And for me, I think with how much it would cost to get that Messi deal over the line,
Yeah.
even though if he's buying out his contract, there's no transfer fee involved, but all the other, the agent fees, maybe a signing on fee, wages, it's going to be astronomical.
Yeah.
And City need more. I think defensively, I don't think Nathan Ake is the answer to their defensive problems. One injury to Laporta, and you're back to who? John Stones or Otamendi.
Yeah.
It's like, nah. You
Very
need
tricky.
that company type figure, that flair to stand up tall. You know what I mean? When City are in the trenches, you can't rely on Nathan Ake. I don't believe. I rate him. I just don't think he's what they need. He's a good addition, but for me, I think City are all right in those attacking areas. I'd rather them sign, or if I was a City fan, I would want to see a striker, a Haaland or someone like that who is guaranteed. Messi, for me, coming to the Premier League at 33? Because for me, international stage, he hasn't really lit it up the way he lights up the Liga. So for me, 33, I think he's left it a little bit too late. You know what I mean? I don't think he fancies Burnley away on a Monday night.
People say that.
Them tackles hurt. Them tackles hurt.
You say that, yeah, but like I saw something the other day online basically saying Danny Ings just peppered up the whole Prem. Are you saying that Messi can't do that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Danny Ings he's always been in the Prem. Messi's you're just coming. You're choosing to be 33 and come to the Prem. I'm a Messi fan. I love Messi.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. He kind of let me down in the Champions League the other day. I know that his teammates weren't really doing what they should have been doing.
Yeah.
But it's like he threw in the towel. And for me...
People say that about him.
Yeah.
But I feel... I'm not going to lie. I actually missed bits of that game. But when it got to I don't even know what the way the scoreline went up. But when the numbers started racking up just before halftime, this game's done. I think Barca scored again. But my thing is, I think he'll rip the Premier League apart, to be honest. You can't really tackle him. Still the same. His through balls are still the precision's a myth. I still think he's that guy. In terms of that Champions League game, though, I've been saying this for a while. I think Barca is, in fact, and I'll probably say more Barca than Real. I think those Spanish teams are kind of done out here. I feel they've aged. They don't really have enough to come through. Like I feel, you know, for example, you look at Barca. Who else is apart from maybe De Jong? Busquets is old. Rakitic is old. PK is old. They bought Lenglet's all right. Semedo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's not much in the Dembele never plays. Griezmann, he's all right. I don't think he's not the level that Suarez was when he was at his best, or Messi at his best. Like, I feel they're lacking. And even Real, like, again, it's still Benzema. Bell doesn't play. Hazard hasn't really set it alight. You know, Ramos is getting on a bit. It's just a bit, I don't know, man. I feel
a new era, isn't it? They need a whole...
Yeah,
the rebuild is massive.
It's immense, and that's why I think it makes sense for Messi to leave.
Yeah,
because if he ever wants to win Champions League again, I don't see how he's going to do it with that Barca team at the moment without a massive reconstruction. So I think at his age, it take too long to do it.
So speaking of like his decision to leave, what do you think prompted that? Because this seems to be pretty aggressive in terms of how it's gone down. Like what's actually happened?
8-2.
That's
a lot of goals, you know.
Yeah.
8-2 in 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Like we lost to Bayern. What was it? 7-1, but that was over 180 minutes. 8-2. Nah. I'm sure that's a Champions League record as well. Some sort of record, especially for the semi-finals.
I mean,
it might be. I think Messi and Barcelona got a reality check that night.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I just realised something. Bayern beat them 7-0 in aggregate a few years back. You know, the time they won it, I remember because they beat them 3-0 and 4-0 away. They beat them 3-0 one and 4-0 the other, so 7-0 actually. So to be fair, but I think this one, actually, I don't know which one was worse. But
did you actually see Barcelona's lineup for that Bayern game? Do you know who was playing number 10? Arturo Vidal.
Oh yeah, but they've signed poorly for years, to be honest.
No, but even signing poorly, you've put Arturo Vidal number 10. The coach was having a howler.
Yeah,
the coach had a howler.
You've got.
I don't know what planet Vidal is playing number 10.
Yeah, that was a shocking decision, really. You know,
I mean,
that was really bad. Really bad. That's a schoolboy error for me.
Yeah,
the thing is, when you think about it, you've got Phil Coutinho, who they probably bought for that role, who would have been maybe tailor-made for that role. You've got him playing against you in the opposition's team. Not only that, he scores 2 against you off the bench. The guy that you deem surplus to requirements has come on and scored 2 against you. Just hit a double, just like that. You know, and I would have celebrated.
He's a record signing.
There you go.
He's Barcelona's most expensive player ever, and he's come on and scored 2 goals against you.
Yeah.
In a what was that, quarterfinal?
That was a semi.
That was semi-final. Yeah. Embarrassing.
It's terrible. And the thing is,
how much is he? 160 million.
142.
Yeah.
He spent 140 million for him to come off the bench and knock you out the Champions League. Wow.
To be fair, the damage is done, to be fair.
No wonder Messi is demanding. He's thought this is a shocking shambles, bro.
I think the thing with Messi is he can't see no light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
He's probably looked at it and thought, where do we go from there?
Yeah.
And he probably just can't see. He's thinking, no, it's done.
Too much to do.
Their rebuild job is a shambles. It's a shambles. It's just poor recruitment. Yeah, I'm not saying Coutinho lit up Barcelona, but I looked at his record. It's not terrible for them.
Better than what they got.
It's not terrible. It's not terrible by any stretch. And you let him go on loan. You know, and as I said before, if I was Coutinho, they didn't really show him no respect. I'd have celebrated. I'd have celebrated. I'd have done a cartwheel and everything. I would have celebrated.
Yeah.
He would have got the pig's head.
You guys don't want me anyway. Take that.
Well, but it sounds like Coutinho's coming back to the Prem, isn't he?
I heard Thingy wants him. Koeman wants him back in the Barca squad.
Okay.
I think it'd be a smart move. He's a good player. And who else have you got? If Messi's going, You know, they've terminated Suarez's contract as well.
Mm.
Yeah. Who do you have? Who are you looking for? Who are you gonna purchase?
The streets are saying that Barca are going to crumble worse than Man United when Fergie left when Messi goes.
I won't lie, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, that is a massive blow losing Messi. Like, not even just from the thing is, he's so good, yeah, and so important for them from a marketing perspective as well. If he goes, you get the wage back, but then you lose all the shirt sales, the marketing, the global franchise. There's so much that goes with it. So it's a tough one. They really they're probably looking back at that Neymar money they just blew the wrong way. At least, obviously, Neymar's not Messi, but at least if they had Neymar, he's still a global icon, and he still would be able to. I'm not saying he'd fill Messi's boots, but he'd be able to at least step into them. Instead, they've got what? Who?
So yeah, that's so a little bit conscious of time. So I just wanted to speak about another hot topic right now that's popped up, and that's Sky Sports' decision to get rid of Charlie Nichols, Matt Letizia. Is it Merson as well?
No, Merson made the cut.
No, who's the third person that left?
Phil Thompson.
Phil Thompson.
Phil Thompson,
Phil
yeah.
Thompson.
Like this has caused a bit of controversy, I guess. Listed that Sky just cutting back on costs, but there's been a bit of a racial element that's come to the light because a lot of fans have been complaining, saying, why is it this person or Alex Scott or Mika Richards or all these people, why have they not been released? Which has caused a bit of unrest amongst the footballing community right now. Ogans, what's your views on this, man?
I would have thought they're not on a weekly. Okay, so I like Soccer Saturday. I tune in, I see the highlights. You hear Paul Merson, he's like, but if he doesn't buy a centre half, I don't know where he's gonna go. Like you hear the comments, like you hear them pick they got the banter. Like it's a good show, but I think first of all, I don't know where this Alex Scott etc. information's come from in the first place. They usually say there's no smoke about fire. I don't know where it came from. Like, to me, it just seems like someone was just reaching, just saying, they're going to replace them with these people. I don't think Alex Scott and Mika Richards and Clinton Morrison, whoever they want to throw in there, they're not necessarily, I don't think they're there on a weekly basis anyway. So it's obviously a different situation for them to say, why don't they cut them? Because those guys are there on a weekly basis. It does seem like cost cuts to some degree. It'll be interesting to see who they replace them with, and if the chemistry's still there. Jeff Stelling's still there, so that's a good thing at least. And obviously you've got Merce. But I just think it just came out of nowhere. Like I saw Ian Wright's tweet, but I just thought I was shocked. I didn't think there was anything behind it, to be honest. I thought so maybe. Anyway, yeah, no idea. Absolutely no idea what's going on. Hopefully the show stays good. It's the main thing for me.
Okay. Yeah. Bells, what are you saying?
I'm interested to know what the salaries are. What were they on? what were Phil Thompson and Letizia and what's the other fella's name? I forgot.
Charlie Nichols.
Oh, Charlie
Nichols. I'm interested to see what they were on, because if they are intending to replace them, you've got to look at what they're going to offer them in terms of a financial package, innit? Because if it is cutting costs, and then you bring someone else in, you're going to have to compare, because they're going to want to compare and see, well, has it really been to cut costs, or do you just want new faces? Because sometimes franchises and companies, they just want new faces. It might just be they feel like it's a new era. I like Michael Richards and Clinton Morrison. I think they're pretty good. They know their stuff. They have a bit of banter, and they make it enjoyable. So. But also I like Phil Thompson. I like Junior said. I like Paul Merson.
You would, wouldn't you? So Phil Thompson there, you would like him, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, of course, man. But Paul Merson's cool. Let's just say them guys are cool, man. I don't have a problem with them. They're pretty good.
The memory I'm gonna have of Charlie Nichols is he's always got two studs in his hair, isn't he?
Yeah. What's he on?
I don't know what he's on, mate. Man's got the two studs in, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Okay, so yeah, like obviously, like we said in it, there's a lot of talk about the whole racial stuff right now, and obviously in light of the whole Black Lives Matter. To be honest, I don't think, you know, what I mean, I don't work for Sky Sports, but I don't think there's anything. I just think they just decided to get rid of them three. I don't think there was anything really behind it. I just think it was a
They kept
decision.
nice.
Maybe like Bill said, maybe they are on a heavy salary. We don't know. The COVID has had an impact on all business right now and all employment right now. So if this is a decision they've made, I think everyone just needs to respect it and then push on. You know, things might change in the future. You never know. They might bring them back. But now we just have to wait and see, man. But yeah, so this has been the Football Talk channel, man. You know what I mean? For those of you who get to see this episode, if you have any points or opinions you want to share, please feel free to comment, like, subscribe to the channel. We'll catch up. Peace. Thank you, Bells. Thank you, O-Guns. We'll catch up, mate.
Yeah,
Take
man.
it easy.
Cool.
Yeah, well, man. See ya.